All right, now, one of the things we need to make sure that we do before we head out on our adventures for the day is make sure our pockets are zipped up, because in my pocket is my wallet, which is semi-important. God, I need an assistant. There's too much going on. I'm going to the post office, for crying out loud. Alright, welcome to Planet Tomimoto. Today I'm going to try to do a video about how to get started. If you're on the fence out there and, you know, looking for some encouragement or what to do, or what I did, you know, really, there's a lot of videos out there, a lot of people that you can follow, but what I would recommend if you want to get started riding, first things first, is sign up for the MSF Motorcycle Safety Foundation course. I did mine at a Harley dealership in Salisbury, North Carolina. Well worth every penny I spent. The best thing about the MSF course is the way they take you through the paces and just familiarize you with the motorcycle. If you can ride a bicycle and you've got balance, by the end of the day you'll be able to scoot a motorcycle in first gear across the parking lot. I think that once you start riding, once you get that initial little bit of comfort, you're going to know whether you like riding or not. You know, it is going to stick with you or it's not. As soon as I started that thing, or, you know, I knew that I wanted to do this, I wanted to pursue it. It was a bit of a challenge for me. I wasn't really good with working a manual transmission in a vehicle. I'm awful, haven't had a lot of experience. My wife laughs at me. But that's the first thing to do, and I wouldn't recommend spending a lot of money on equipment yet, in apparel. You know, just get yourself something, if you need to, gloves, a helmet, some boots. Hopefully you've got some boots that'll cover your ankle, and just meet the requirements of the course. You've got plenty of time after the course to decide on better equipment. I have not been riding that long, only about 18 months or so, but I will go out geared up each and every time. It is just not worth it to me to go out and not be geared up. So that's just something I'm going to do. It sucks sometimes because it takes me for damn ever. And in the summertime, yeah, it can be hot, but I'd rather be a little hot and able to continue to ride than take a small spill and, you know, have scrapes and bruises and everything else like that. So get yourself some good equipment. If you decide to ride, you can invest in it. You may go through some changes like I did. You know, I got one helmet, then I got this helmet, and then blah, 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 blah. I have helmets like Imelda Marcos has shoes. It's ridiculous. I'm terrible. I'm sort of like that with gloves. I don't know. I'm out of my mind. But take the Motorcycle Safety Foundation course. After you complete that, and hopefully pass it. I know here in North Carolina, you can go ahead and take a written test and you have a permit where you can ride your motorcycle for a year before you have to take a test. And I think the only restriction is you cannot ride with a passenger, something like that. So you've got plenty of time to practice probably, and don't be ashamed to take it easy. Practice in your neighborhood, or if you can find a parking lot, take it easy. Get comfortable with the bike. Make sure you have a bike that is comfortable for you, and be that a used bike, which is recommended, to make sure you really enjoy it. I didn't do any of those things. I bought a new bike, but in hindsight, I should have done it the other way, but things turned out okay because I like to ride and I enjoyed the bike that I got for a while, but ended up trading it for something else. But take your time riding. People will tell you to ride your own ride, and essentially all that means is ride within your comfort zone. Do not try to ride with anybody else. And if you're in traffic or riding around the neighborhood, or somebody is making you uncomfortable on the road, you know, wave them on or pull over, because it's your hide and you need to take the time that you need to take to become familiar with your motorcycle, and also work on your skills. And like the salesman told me, that a motorcycle is merely a down payment on accessories. This is worse than having a boat. Man, you get the motorcycle and I was like, oh, well, I need this, I need that. And fortunately, this is sort of a hobby for me, so I'm able to enjoy the upgrades that I do. It's not a matter of this is the vehicle that is getting me to work every day or my sole mode of transportation. This is strictly a hobby. So for a new rider, those are my two big suggestions. And then if you are looking for additional skills or drills to do, there are some really good people out there. Dan the Fireman, and Moto Jitsu, and MC Rider are three people that I watch on YouTube that really, you know, help me. Moto Jitsu is real good. He does things very simplistically. He's done a million videos, you know, from just, you know, how to take off from a stop to cleaning your chain, a lot of good stuff, and some more advanced stuff. But there's a ton out there for new riders, because people generally want you to succeed, because we need more good riders in the biking community. And then the last thing, I suppose, really is when you ride, just know that you are essentially invisible, and people sometimes just cannot see you. They're not expecting to see a single light. They're not expecting to see a motorcycle. Heading down to Horse to Shout, but you've been cold to me so long, I'm crying icicles instead of tears.